The continent of Africa imports over $100 billion worth of food annually.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my dear brothers and sisters here in the continent, and to you who are in the diaspora, you are most welcome. I'm speaking from our farm. Today I'm here to share some progress that we have made in this farm. As I promised you that we are going to transform this area to be a productive area. As I said, in this area we have a potential of having water, as you can see. So we have decided to use this opportunity or opportunities that are here to change our life and to see how we can make this land productive. Of course, we have been inspired by what's happening in Burkina Faso. Right now, as I speak to you, young people in Burkina Faso are building their nation. Those who have skills, they are contributing their skills. Those who have money, they are contributing their money. And those who have advice, they are contributing advice. Everyone in Burkina Faso is engaging in nation building. So, unfortunately,
Ukraine feeding a lot of the continent. Even during a war, they have a project called Grain from Ukraine that is still sending us grain going to Ethiopia and Somalia and other parts of the continent, that we rely on a country at war to feed ourselves.
Yes, here we are. How painful it is that we Africans, we are still being fed by a small country such as Ukraine. But we have said enough is enough. Welcome all of you. Today I'm here to share some updates from our farm. As you can see, dear lovely family, I'm here in my farm planting banana trees, putting manure so that our banana trees can grow healthily. As I said many times, we Africans, we need to change and transform our mother continent, Africa, the way we see things happening in Burkina Faso. If all of us in the continent of Africa will start taking actions, I hope this continent can change. Just imagine, Africans, we are being fed by others while we have horrible land, we have fertile land, we have water. What we lack as Africans? Why we are still depending on others to feed us? And we know all of us, those who feed us always control us. For how long shall we continue to be fed by others? To be fed by Bill Gates, to be fed by the Chinese, to be fed by Ukraine, Russia. So we are saying enough is enough. That's why we are here to share the progress from our farm. As I said in the previous video, that the aim of this farm is to demonstrate and to inspire Africans that if we can decide to do things, we can do it. If we can decide to change things, we can change it. Look right now in Burkina Faso. All young people in Burkina Faso are participating in nation building. There are those who are building roads. They're busy in road construction. There are those who are doing agriculture. Captain Ibrahim Traore has supplied agricultural equipment, tractors, to make sure that they are feeding their entire communities. There are those who are in industries. Everyone in Burkina Faso is participating. Right now, you cannot hear the things called unemployment in Burkina Faso. Why? Because Captain Ibrahim Traore has came with new strategy to make sure that all people are participating in nation building. Yes, we know Captain Ibrahim Traore is the president of Burkina Faso, but we can make him a president of the United States of Africa or the president of Africa to make sure that what is happening in Burkina Faso must happen also in Rwanda, must also happen to Burundi, must happen to Uganda. Let us take those good things from Burkina Faso. Right now, young people are paving road in Burkina Faso, in Ouagadougou, in Bobodulasso. So we need also the same thing to happen in Nairobi, in Dar es Salaam, in Kinshasa, in Niamey, in Bamako, in Abuja. We have energy, we have power, we have ambition. We can transform our mother continent, Africa. To those who are working on mining, please Make sure that you do a great thing in mining. Right now, as I speak to you, many of us Africans, we don't know gold, we don't know diamond, we don't know lithium. We heard we have lithium, but we don't know which is lithium. What's the difference between lithium and coal? Why? But the Chinese understand it. Chinese know how to differentiate minerals, while they don't have minerals. Europeans are learning how to add value to minerals. So what's wrong with us Africans to start learning and taking study on our resources? We are talking about value addition. How can we add value if we know nothing about natural resources, about our resources? I think we need to start as young people. Of course, no one will come and tell us or teach us. It's we young people who will start finding solutions for these challenges. So don't expect Chinese will come and teach you how to manufacture things or to process your gold or to process your lithium to manufacture battery. No, it needs we young people to be more innovative. Let us go and buy a mobile phone from China or from somewhere and learn how they have assembled, how they have done it. That's what they're doing. And one thing that I'm happy with, look, for instance, Burkina Faso, Captain Traore took more than 1,500 young people to China to learn road construction. Captain Traore took more than 3,000 young people, train them about agriculture. So those also, they will train others. So if 300 can, each one, 3,000 young people who are expert of agriculture can train 2 people. It means after a certain time, you can have 6,000 young people who are good in agriculture. Then after 5 years, you will find that many of young people will be trained in agriculture. The same to mining, the same to doctors. Right now in Burkina Faso, doctors are not trained outside. Captain Ibrahim Traore has built a university, a hospital university in Burkina Faso, so that all doctors and researches can be conducted there. You see, it is possible. And that's why even we are being inspired that we can change things on the ground. We can feed ourselves. We can make sure that in terms of agriculture, we are going to consume what we are going to produce. And as I said many times, if we are going to succeed in this project, we are going to inspire many Africans and to see that things is possible. The way things happened in Burkina Faso also can happen in other nations. So, dear lovely family, this is just an update. You see, we have planted banana trees. We have been watering them, and we'll continue to share more progress from this farm. And of course, at the end of the day, I will welcome you to our homeland and to participate with me on what we have achieved and to celebrate as Africans our progress. After that, dear lovely family, have no more to share with you at this time. Let me say thank you for being part of this movement. Thank you for joining this family. Thank you for being member of this platform and for taking your time. So after that, let me say stay in power. See you next time. Thank you.
Thank you, Africa, Mama Africa.